The Association of Southeast Asian Nations, or ASEAN, is making a bold move. This regional organization, which comprises 10 member countries, has long been a significant player in the global economic landscape. Now it is taking steps that could potentially redefine its role and influence in international trade. The bloc of 10 Southeast Asian nations is pushing to reduce reliance on the US dollar. This initiative is part of a broader strategy to enhance economic stability and independence. By minimizing their dependence on a single foreign currency, these nations aim to shield their economies from external shocks and fluctuations in the global market. They aim to utilize local currencies for cross-border trade. This approach not only fosters regional economic integration but also promotes the use of local currencies, thereby strengthening their value and stability. It encourages businesses within the region to engage in trade without the added complexity and cost of currency conversion. This significant shift signals a potential change in the global financial landscape. If successful, it could inspire other regions to adopt similar measures, leading to a more diversified and resilient global economy. The move could also reduce the dominance of the US dollar, which has been the world's primary reserve currency for decades. It also underscores ASEAN's growing economic clout and its ambition to shape a more multipolar world. By taking control of their financial destiny, ASEAN countries are positioning themselves as key players in the global economy. This move reflects their confidence in their collective economic strength and their desire to play a more influential role on the world stage. This decision comes at a time when the US dollar's dominance is being questioned. With increasing geopolitical tensions and economic uncertainties, many countries are re-evaluating their reliance on the US dollar. ASEAN's initiative is a proactive step towards greater financial autonomy and stability. Many countries are exploring alternatives for international transactions. From digital currencies to bilateral trade agreements, the global financial system is evolving. ASEAN's move to use local currencies is part of this broader trend towards diversification and innovation in international finance. ASEAN's move could encourage other regional blocs to follow suit. If successful, it could set a precedent for other regions to develop similar strategies, leading to a more balanced and equitable global trade system. This could foster greater economic cooperation and integration among neighboring countries. This could reshape global trade and finance as we know it. The shift towards local currencies could reduce transaction costs, enhance trade efficiency, and promote economic stability. It could also lead to the development of new financial instruments and markets, further diversifying the global financial landscape. The move is not entirely unexpected. ASEAN has been laying the groundwork for this shift for years. Through various economic initiatives and agreements, the bloc has been steadily building a more integrated and resilient regional economy. ASEAN has been steadily strengthening its economic integration. By reducing trade barriers and promoting financial cooperation, the bloc has created a conducive environment for the use of local currencies in cross-border trade. They have been working on reducing trade barriers and promoting financial cooperation. These efforts have paved the way for the current initiative, which represents a natural progression in ASEAN's economic strategy. This latest initiative to promote local currencies represents a natural progression. It builds on the bloc's previous efforts to enhance economic integration and cooperation. By using local currencies, ASEAN aims to create a more stable and resilient regional economy. It is a significant step towards realizing the bloc's vision of a more integrated and resilient regional economy. This move could enhance economic stability, promote growth, and strengthen the region's collective economic power. The success of this initiative will depend on several factors. These include the commitment of ASEAN member states to the initiative, the development of robust financial infrastructure, and the response of global markets. These include the commitment of ASEAN member states, which is crucial for the initiative's success. Each member country must be willing to adopt and promote the use of local currencies in their trade and financial transactions. The development of robust financial infrastructure, which is essential for facilitating cross-border transactions in local currencies. This includes the establishment of efficient payment systems, currency exchange mechanisms, and financial regulations, and the response of global markets. The international community's reaction to ASEAN's initiative will play a significant role in its success. Positive reception and cooperation from global financial markets could enhance the initiative's effectiveness and impact. However, the potential benefits for ASEAN are undeniable. By reducing reliance on the US dollar and promoting the use of local currencies, the bloc could achieve greater economic stability and independence. This move could also enhance regional trade and investment, leading to sustained economic growth. This move could usher in a new era of economic prosperity and regional influence for the bloc. By taking control of their financial future, ASEAN countries are paving the way for a more integrated, resilient, and prosperous regional economy. The success of this initiative could serve as a model for other regions, inspiring similar efforts towards financial independence and economic cooperation. One of the key benefits of using local currencies for intra-ASEAN trade is increased efficiency. This efficiency stems from the elimination of the need to convert currencies multiple times, which can be both time-consuming and costly. When businesses within ASEAN countries trade using their local currencies, they can bypass the complexities associated with the US dollar. Relying on the US dollar for transactions between ASEAN countries adds complexity and cost. Each transaction involves converting local currencies to US dollars and then back to another local currency. This not only increases the number of steps involved, but also introduces additional costs at each stage of the conversion process. Each transaction requires conversion to and from the US dollar. This means that businesses have to deal with fluctuating exchange rates, which can be unpredictable and can affect the final cost of transactions. The volatility of exchange rates can lead to financial uncertainty, making it difficult for businesses to plan their finances accurately. This process can take time, involve fees, and expose businesses to exchange rate fluctuations. The time taken for these conversions can delay payments, affecting cash flow and operational efficiency. Additionally, the fees associated with currency conversion can add up, eating into profit margins and making transactions more expensive. By using local currencies, businesses within ASEAN can streamline their transactions. This means that they can conduct business more smoothly and efficiently, without the need to worry about the complexities of currency conversion. The use of local currencies can simplify the entire process, making it more straightforward and less prone to delays. This removes the need for currency conversion. Without the need to convert currencies, businesses can save both time and money. They can also avoid the risks associated with fluctuating exchange rates, leading to more stable and predictable financial outcomes. This leads to faster payments, reduced transaction costs, and greater predictability in financial planning. Faster payments mean that businesses can maintain better cash flow, which is crucial for day-to-day operations. Reduced transaction costs can improve profit margins, making businesses more competitive. For businesses operating in today's fast-paced global economy, these benefits can be significant. In a world where speed and efficiency are key to staying competitive, the ability to conduct transactions quickly and cost-effectively can give businesses a crucial edge. This shift can also enhance the competitiveness of ASEAN businesses in the global market. By reducing the costs and complexities associated with currency conversion, ASEAN businesses can offer more attractive prices and terms to their international partners. Faster and cheaper transactions can make ASEAN goods and services more attractive. When businesses can offer their products and services at lower prices due to reduced transaction costs, they become more appealing to buyers both within and outside the region. It can also make it easier for ASEAN businesses to engage in cross-border trade. Simplified transactions can remove barriers to entry, allowing businesses to expand their reach and tap into new markets with greater ease. This can unlock new markets and opportunities for growth. By facilitating easier and more cost-effective trade, businesses can explore new avenues for expansion and increase their market presence. The move towards local currency settlement is not without its challenges. Transitioning to a new system requires careful planning and coordination among various stakeholders, including businesses, financial institutions, and governments. It requires the development of efficient and reliable payment systems. These systems need to be robust and capable of handling the increased volume of transactions in local currencies. This involves investing in technology and infrastructure to support seamless and secure transactions. It also needs strong financial institutions capable of handling increased transaction volumes in local currencies. Financial institutions play a crucial role in facilitating these transactions, and they need to be equipped with the necessary resources and expertise to manage the process effectively. However, ASEAN has been making significant strides in these areas. Efforts are being made to develop and implement the necessary systems and frameworks to support local currency settlements. This includes collaboration among ASEAN countries to harmonize regulations and standards. Over time, the benefits of faster and more efficient trade are likely to outweigh the initial hurdles. As the systems and processes become more established, businesses can fully realize the advantages of using local currencies, leading to a more integrated and competitive ASEAN economy. Promoting the use of local currencies can have a profound impact on ASEAN economies. This initiative is not just about changing the medium of exchange, it's about fostering economic stability and growth within the region. By encouraging the use of local currencies, ASEAN countries can reduce their dependency on foreign currencies, particularly the US dollar, which has long dominated global trade and finance. Increased demand for local currencies can strengthen their value. When local businesses and consumers prefer their own currencies, it creates a natural demand that can lead to appreciation. This appreciation can have several positive effects, including making imports cheaper and reducing inflationary pressures. Moreover, a stronger local currency can boost consumer confidence and spending, further stimulating the economy. This can make exports more competitive and attract foreign investment. A stable and strong local currency can signal to foreign investors that the economy is robust and well managed. This can lead to increased foreign direct investment, which brings in capital, technology, and expertise, further driving economic growth. Additionally, competitive exports can help local businesses expand their markets and increase their revenues. A stronger currency also gives central banks more flexibility in managing their monetary policy. With a stable currency, central banks can focus on other important aspects of economic management, such as controlling inflation, managing interest rates, and ensuring financial stability. This flexibility can lead to more effective and responsive economic policies that support long-term growth. Furthermore, reducing reliance on the US dollar can shield ASEAN economies from external shocks. The global economy is interconnected, and fluctuations in the US dollar can have far-reaching effects. By diversifying their currency usage, ASEAN countries can insulate themselves from these external shocks and maintain more stable economic conditions. Fluctuations in the US dollar can have significant ripple effects. For instance, a sudden depreciation of the dollar can lead to increased costs for dollar-denominated debt, affecting both governments and businesses. This can strain financial resources and lead to economic instability. By reducing their exposure to such risks, ASEAN countries can create a more predictable and secure economic environment. This is especially true for emerging economies heavily reliant on dollar-denominated trade and finance. These economies are often more vulnerable to currency fluctuations and external economic shocks. By promoting the use of local currencies, they can reduce their exposure to these risks and build a more resilient economic foundation. By diversifying away from the dollar, ASEAN countries can enhance their economic resilience and reduce their vulnerability to external shocks. This diversification can also encourage regional trade and investment, as businesses and investors become more confident in the stability and reliability of local currencies. This move aligns with ASEAN's long-term goal of achieving greater economic independence. By fostering a more self-reliant economic environment, ASEAN can reduce its dependence on external factors and build a stronger, more integrated regional economy. This independence can also enhance the region's bargaining power in international trade and finance. By promoting local currencies, ASEAN is taking control of its financial future. This proactive approach can lead to more sustainable and inclusive economic growth, benefiting all member countries. It also demonstrates a commitment to regional cooperation and integration, which are key pillars of ASEAN's economic strategy. It is reducing its dependence on external factors and building a more resilient and self-reliant regional economy. This resilience is crucial in an increasingly uncertain global economic environment. By strengthening their own financial systems, ASEAN countries can better withstand global economic fluctuations and ensure long-term stability and prosperity. The success of this initiative hinges on the stability and credibility of ASEAN currencies. Ensuring that local currencies are stable and trusted is essential for gaining the confidence of businesses, investors, and consumers. This requires robust economic policies, effective financial regulation, and transparent governance. This requires sound macroeconomic management, stable political environments, and transparent and efficient financial markets. These elements are critical for maintaining the stability and credibility of local currencies. By focusing on these areas, ASEAN countries can create a strong foundation for sustainable economic growth. ASEAN has made significant progress in these areas, and the push for local currency usage is likely to further accelerate these positive developments. As ASEAN continues to promote local currencies, it can look forward to a more integrated, resilient, and prosperous regional economy. This initiative represents a significant step towards achieving ASEAN's long-term economic goals and enhancing the well-being of its people.